Welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. Why center and then what? So, as I was walking this morning, I was dwelling on centering and why center? And then I realized that for me, when I center, I get a sense of how I am. And then from that place, I have insight and I take action. And so, as I felt into myself, I could feel that there's a lot going on. I've got a lot of commitments going on at the moment. And there was a bit of me getting a little bit like stuck in the, oh, gotta do. And then I remembered this thing called a figure eight. So, we're going to do that right now. So come sit just up in whatever way that you do. Okay. And begin by just taking your hand and begin to create the figure eight with your hand. And it can be as big or as small as you like. And as you do this, there's something happening in your belly and something happening in your heart space. And so there's this very gentle oscillation from side to side. And then, other hand, whatever way you do your figure eight. And just let your breath deepen. Feel for me, that stuck feeling that happens as soon as I start doing this figure eight, I get unstuck. I take a sigh and I begin to move and take action again. We're going to do both hands. It's a bit like seaweed arms. So, seaweed arms are where the front hand is dragging your nails forward and then the other hand. And as you move, there's something happening deeply in your belly, deeply in your torso. And just feel that. Feel the oscillation. And then how would you do back to front? How would you do rising up? So for me, seaweed is usually down. So now it's like I rise with something up and then I rise up and just feel again. So for me, this is even more. My belly is like lifting, lifting, lifting. Nice. And then just pause. Yeah, for me, that really helps. It always helps for me to move. It always helps for me to take action, but it's having insight, which is that moment of connection and centering, and then taking action from that place. So great. So come rest into a child's pose, and we're going to do some wavy stuff into the spine. We were talking about that yesterday and Sunday. So great. Come. So resting down into your child's pose. Your knees are bent. Your feet are flat on the floor. Your belly is on your thighs. Your head is dropping forward. I can feel the whooshing or the swooshing of that movement through my midline. And it's very nice having this oscillation, this lateral fluctuation of, yeah, it's like my tissues or my, yeah, just me is fluctuating in a really nice way. Nice. And then bring your hands forward so they're on the mat in front of you. And then just rock your rib cage from side to side. And as we do that, it's our belly and our chest centers that are moving as we do this. Nice. And now, keeping your belly and chest still, just rock your head from side to side. It's like I lay my cheek down on the top of one arm, and then I lay my cheek down on the other. So then begin to rock your belly and pelvis from side to side, your rib cage, and include your head in what you're doing. Nice. Come all the way forward onto your cat pose. And then rounding your back and arching your back. Rounding your back and arching. Rounding, arching. And then a coordination, traveling from side to side, and include your neck and head in the lengthening. So I have to slow it down when I include my neck and head. Whereas my ribs can really, I can be quite robust with my ribs because they will just stop moving. Whereas with my neck, I feel like I listen in a different way as I travel. Can you feel the pearl necklace or the pontoon bridge of your spine, pelvis, ribs, head, pelvis, ribs, head, and then roll your spine in a circle like you're a skipping rope. And that could be where you're like, there's no real, like, I don't mind what this movement looks like. What I want you to feel is that you're leaning into and traveling into your spine, your head, your pelvis in a way that feels, yeah, I always feel like a tiger when I do this. So just feel rounding, arching, rounding, arching, and traveling around. Nice. So come to sit on your mat. And we're going to start with the soles of our feet together. You can be sitting up on something, so you can sit on something underneath your bum. And you're going to hold on to your ankles and sit up tall. And as you sit up tall, we're lifting the chest or reaching the chest forward. And I feel something in my chin as well. And because of the way your thighs are, your belly is trying to move forward. That's always a challenge in this one, okay? And then round your back, like I'm going to say collapse. Another way I say that is round, but collapse your spine down and drop your chin down. Nice. And then rise. Feel that sense of lifting, opening through the spine. And then rounding and soften. And again, rise. Pull on your ankles, lift your chest. And then soften, drop forward. Nice, one more time. Rising. So this is just the cat pose and sitting, okay? So now we're going to do the spinal wave here. So you're going to imagine that your nose has a laser beam coming off it, and you're going to tuck your nose down, and your nose is now pointing at your heart. And then you're going to travel your nose down so it points down towards your pubic bone. And then you're going to travel your nose forward towards your toes, and then forward towards the wall in front of you, and then up to where the wall and the ceiling meet. And then you tuck your chin in and you bring your chin into your chest. Your laser beam is pointing down, nose down towards your pubic bone, forward, up, down, forward, up, down. Find the flow of this for you. We did this in standing last week. There's this wonderful moment of, as my nose scoops forward towards my feet, I feel this amazing lengthening through the lumbar spine and through the deep of the back of my pelvis. And so just feel for you, where does this meet your body? Nice. Now we do the other direction. So you sit up pretty tall, your nose is high and up towards where the wall and the ceiling meet. So your head center is reaching up, your heart center is reaching up, and your belly is reaching up. And then you dive forward with your nose out, your chin out. Down, you look at your feet, and then begin to draw your chin in as you reverse backwards. I lengthen my arms and I go back as far as I can. And then you lift your chin, nose up, and then you travel forward and then scoop backwards. So I always feel like this is like this gobble forward almost. It's like this feeling of reaching for something very deeply with my throat and my chin. Just feel that out of your spine, Move as you reach forward with your chin, traveling down, and then rounding back. Last one. Forward, down, back. Nice. Stretch your legs out long, roll into your ankles. So this movement is just really beautiful. It really engages the spine in a very, very, really wonderful way. Pull your toes towards you, point your toes down. Pull your toes towards you, point your toes down. Pull your toes towards you, point your toes down. I feel like we're going to stay down here today. So bring both hands to the left hand side and then bring your right foot to stand. Okay? And then push that into your hands and just lift your bum 1 inch off the floor. Lower down, come back to sit. We're going to do the exact same side again. Bring your hands to the left hand side, bend your right knee, and then lift your bum. Down, stretch your leg out long. Another one. Same side, hands to the left, right knee bends, foot to the floor. Lift your bum. You can begin to sweep your foot back so you end up on both feet, or just stay there with your bum hovering. And then sweep your foot forward, stretch both legs long. One more time on that side. Both hands to the left, right foot to the floor. Lift your bum. Maybe sweep your foot back into a deep squat, hands on the floor moment of standing up. And then sweep your foot forward and both legs forward. Nice. Other side. Both hands to the right side. Bend your left knee. Lift your bum. Down. Stretch your legs out long. Bring both hands to the right. Bend your left knee. Foot to the floor. Lift your bum. Down. Stretch your leg out long. The next one, if you want to sweep your foot back, do. Otherwise, just stay with your bum lifting. Hands to the right, left foot to the floor. Lift your bum. Maybe you sweep your foot back. And then sweep your foot forward. Both bums to the floor. One more time. Hands to the right, left foot to the floor. Lift your bum. Maybe you sweep your foot back. And then sweep your foot forward. From both feet to the floor, just roll your shoulders. And then roll in the other direction. Make fists out of your hands, roll into your wrists. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. So lean both hands back behind you and bend both knees. And then drop both knees down to the left. And then sit up tall. Both hands come off the floor. Bring both hands back. Both knees to the right. And then lean into your zigzag. Hands behind you. Knees to the left. Lean into your zigzag. Imagine that you're reaching for something a little bit in front of you. Hands back. Zigzag to the right. Lean and reach towards something in front of you. Hi there. Hands back. Left. Lean forward. Reach. Even bring one hand down. Let the other hand reach more. Hands back. Reach. Either bring one hand down or reach forward with both hands. Nice. You can do this without your hands traveling back. How do you do that? One more time each side. Maybe your hands are still on the floor behind you as you travel back. Maybe not. I don't have any expectations. I'm just giving you options. What feels really wholesome to you? What feels really exciting to you to do? So bend your right knee, bring your foot to the floor. Similar to what we did a few minutes ago when our hands were down towards the left, but just your foot to the floor and bring just your left hand to the floor. And now reach towards that right foot and drop your head down. And just create some breath, some connection into the deep of the back of the right side. Letting your breath travel in. Letting the lengthening from the top of your head to your pelvis soften. Gravity is pulling you down, dropping you forward. And now twist all the way around behind you and look behind you. So I'm holding onto my right knee with my left hand. I'm looking behind me, twisting deeply. And then just turn and face that right leg, okay? Bend your right elbow. So my chest is facing the right leg, and I'm going to reach my right hand straight up towards the ceiling. And I'm still facing towards the right leg, and now you're going to side bend. So try and reach your right foot, right hand down towards your left foot. If you want, you can slide your right hand, oh, sorry. If you want, you can slide your left hand down your right shin. And so you're holding onto the ankle while you reach towards. So if I do it this way, I'm facing towards the right leg. I'm holding onto the right ankle with my left hand, and I'm reaching my right hand over towards the left foot. Okay, I'm sideways. I'm giving my leg resistance, so I'm moving my right knee towards the right as I do this. Because if it falls down with me, I don't have all that much sense of like enlivening. Whereas when I move my right knee more to the right, I can reach deeper into the side of my body on the right. I get to move down towards my foot a little bit deeper. Breathing in. Really feel like the hand, your left hand on your ankle, is a deep support. So I'm holding really firmly, that's giving me scaffolding. Nice, come all the way back up. Stretch both legs forward. And then we'll do the other side. So bend the left knee, bring it out to the side. Bring your right hand to the floor and go straight forward down over that right leg. So your left hand is traveling down towards your right foot. You can go to the outside of that leg. It gives you a little bit more torque into the torso, a little bit more sensation of side bending, which is very nice. Again, my right hand is really firm on the floor. It's scaffolding to the whole posture. Really connecting into your belly, softening, easing, deepening. Then you create more length by reaching into that left hand a little bit more around the corner of the right foot. And again, I'm giving traction to the whole movement by pulling my left knee away from me towards backwards or towards left. Nice, rising up, twist all the way back. So your belly is now facing that left leg, and I'm turning my chest to look backwards. I'm holding onto my left knee with my right hand, and I'm pushing deeply down into that right foot as I spiral my torso towards the left. And I feel the pull of my hand on my knee is resisting the pull, and it creates a sense of buoyancy through my belly that I can connect strength downwards into my pelvis. So the more I resist my hand into my knee, the taller my lower back becomes. So I feel really dynamic as I sit here. Everything is working. Nice. Then turn so that you're just easy and facing towards that left foot. Slide your right hand down a little bit down onto the shin. Reach your left hand straight up towards the ceiling. And now dive sideways down and over towards that right foot. So my left hand is traveling sideways and down towards my right foot. God, this is so I'm trying to not be forward bending. So the more that I can turn my ear towards the ceiling, the more I can open my ribs towards the ceiling. So maybe just check in with the center of you in your heart and turn your heart a little bit more up towards the ceiling. Give resistance in that left leg and breathe. Nice. Traveling all the way up. Both legs long in front of you. And then roll into your belly. Like a deep circle, like your spine is like a skipping rope, just like what we did a few minutes ago. But we were in cat pose when we did it. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Last movement for the class. Bring your feet wide. And so I'm going to make sure both feet of mine are on the mat so there's a bit of a grip. And your feet are wide and they're a little bit forward. And I'm going to bring my hands to my feet. And then drop my head down. So there's kind of a stuck feeling to this movement. I feel like I'm trying to wiggle myself down between my thighs and I'm kind of lengthening one shoulder forward and then the other. You can reach your hands forward if you wish. And just breathe into. So for me, there's this deep possibility of meeting the restriction or the connection through the back of my spine. So I feel like so I lift my elbow and let that pull the whole of that right side, and then I walk my hand forward. I lift my elbow and let it pull. And so it's like I'm pretend walking with my hands. But in that pretend walking, I'm creating length through the back of my body. Nice. And then just pause, drop your head down. Nice. Small way. Come lie on your back and just rock your knees from side to side. Landing down. Pause for a moment, let that settle through the spine. And then gently rock from one side to the other side. Let that massage out. Bring balance. So now you're lengthening the front, softening into the back, finding rest. Lovely. So I'm going to bring the soles of your feet together or pause with your feet flat on the floor or squeeze your knees up or whatever way that you do. How do you come to rest? How wonderful. So remember, connect. So I heard years ago this thing, this philosophy about how to meet children. It's connect before you correct. And same thing with students so that you connect rather than going straight in. So same thing with me. If I connect first to my center and then not even correct, but take action from that connection, it feels much more wholesome. And that's what I was doing this morning, doing my figures of eight as I walked along the road this morning, finding ease and movement and connection in my body. Have a great day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Some of you are going to see tomorrow night. I'm starting back to in-person yoga again. And so, yeah, looking forward to all of that. It should be great. And I'm just going to keep moving through and meeting as I go. Nice. Thanks, guys. Ciao.